Set 1, 2024 CBSE paper. Again, a question that is related to issue of shares. Don't look at the length of the question. Understand it is a one marker question. Okay. Read the last line to determine what is being asked. At the time of share forfeiture, share capital account would be debited by. Now you should know very clearly, when you create capital, your capital account is credited. When you cancel capital, when I'm saying when you cancel capital, that means when you're forfeiting the shares, when you cancel the capital, share capital account would be debited. This should be known. Okay. So, and the capital will never exceed the face value. These are the rules that you should remember. Capital will never be more than the face value. Capital will always be equal or less than the face value, depending upon how much capital is created. When is capital created? Capital is created when you call for it. So I want to know when at the time of forfeiture. At the time of forfeiture means at the time of cancelling the shares, share capital account will be debited by how much? So I need to look at the question information. I had issued 25,000 shares of 10 each. 10 is the face value. On application 4, on allotment 5, and balance was on the first call. So the balance is rupees 1, 4 on application, 5 on allotment 9, and 1 on the first and final call. All the shares were offered. I offered entire 25,000. All the shares was allotted. Entire 25,000 was subscribed, and then I allotted. All money due on allotment. What is the money that is due on allotment? How much I was expected to call. So all the money due on allotment was received, except from 1,500 shares. That means 1,500 shareholders have not paid me. Okay? 1,500 shareholders have not paid me, and these shares were forfeited immediately after allotment. So after the allotment, I immediately took back the shares. First and final call was not yet made. Okay, that means this call was never made. First, I see when I'm forfeiting the shares, the first question I ask is, how much capital was created? How much capital was created? So I get the answer. You create capital with the amount that you have called for. So what is the capital that is created? I will check what is the amount that I have called, and I have called only rupees 9. So capital created was rupees 9. Now I have to cancel the capital. So I will cancel which capital? I will cancel the created capital. Okay. So capital created was 9. So what I will cancel is I will cancel 9. 9 for how many shares? 9 for 13,500 shares. So 9 into 13,500, it makes it 1,25,000 shares. 1,25,000. My question is, just 1 minute. I'm at 9 rupees 9 per share has to be cancelled for how many shareholders? For 1,500 shareholders. So 9 into 1500 gives it 13,500. So at the time of for feature, capital account would be debited by, you will cancel the capital with the capital created, and you create only that capital that you call. So I have called for 9, I created 9, so I will cancel 9. So this is a sum that is related to forfeiture of shares.